Well, hello, everyone. I want to spend just a few minutes with you today to describe our guaranteed financing program, which means that we guarantee small businesses a minimum of $100,000 to start to grow to reach their potential. We're going to use this graphic shown here on the screen to describe visually what it is that we do and how it's possible that we can guarantee any small business, assuming that it's a legal business, it's US based, a minimum of $100,000 to start or grow a small business. Now, keep in mind, this can work for pre-launch, pre-formation businesses, startup, and existing. And then additionally, keep in mind that the $100,000 is the floor. That's the minimum amount that we'll guarantee to help you get. So many of our clients want to need more than 100,000. So if it's hundreds of thousands or even seven figures or eight figures, we can work with you on that. The process is the same, but the specific guarantee that we make is a minimum of $100,000. So what's shown here is sort of a funnel, and there are three inputs into the funnel to come out with the guaranteed capital raise. So I want to spend just a couple minutes briefly to describe to you how this is possible. Because some people would say, well, this sounds too good to be true. How in the world could you guarantee a $100,000 capital raise? I'll show you over the next couple minutes. So the first input is the financial literacy. I used to work for the SBA, used to be a college professor. I'm all about building financial literacy. Here, it's not meant to be some academic exercise, but instead, can we help you understand how lenders and extenders of credit, banks, credit unions, and so forth will view you and your business? And so it's very laser focused. We use an award-winning curriculum developed by the FDIC, promoted by the SBA, and there are 4 modules. One on business planning, one on building credit, one on financial reporting, one on banking and money. Frankly, if you want to skip the financial literacy, you can skip it. We have a couple different ways you can access it, one of which is over a 4-day process, very streamlined. You'd have access to it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They'll assign a revenue cycle manager to work with you. Great. And that is, of course, free. So that can be done in 4 days. Or historically, we've gone through this curriculum over a 4-week period. So in either way, we can help you go through the financial literacy curriculum to be better prepared if you want. Frankly, it's not a requirement. Then we get over to the second input, which is credibility building. As you probably have learned in school or elsewhere, if we want to go get loans, we want to get funding for our business, we need to be cognizant of our 3 C's: our credit, our capacity, and our collateral. Now, the truth is different sources of capital have different underwriting requirements. So there's some sources of funding that don't look at credit at all. Some don't look at capacity, which means cash flow, at all. Some don't look at collateral at all. But we're going to assess those 3 C's of your business to help us identify where the funding should come from. Each individual funding source, again, has its own underwriting criteria. So if we meet the credibility standards of the lender, then we immediately go to funding. And if we don't, then we'll work on it, and that's okay. So from a credit perspective, there's 2 types of credit: business and personal. Businesses like Dun & Bradstreet and such, you've probably heard about. So with that, credit is fluid. We can help anyone have credible business and personal credit quickly. So if we're not there when we get started, it's okay. We can help get there. The second of the 3 C's is capacity, as I mentioned, also called cash flow. That's showing the bank or the lender that we have the ability to repay the debt. And this includes documented liquidity. We have a great way to establish, just like we can help build out business credit if needed, we can also help create capacity. So adding liquidity and cash flow is simple. We can help you do it if needed. Now, maybe you're just fine on that C, but if not, that's what we're really good at, is building out the 3 C's to make sure that we get approved. The third of the 3 C's is collateral. Those are those assets that's pledged as security for a loan repayment. That gives the lender confidence that if you don't pay back, they have something to recoup. Again, if you don't have much for collateral, not a problem, we can help you add collateral to your balance sheet in as quick as 24 hours. So the point here is not saying, oh, here are prerequisites. You have to have certain credit scores, because you don't. Or you have to have certain cash flow, because you don't. Or they have to have certain collateral, because you don't. What we're saying is these are the 3 C's that impact underwriting approval, and we need to match your circumstance to the type of funding. And then with that match, if we're good to go, then we immediately go to funding. If not, we do have the ability to help you fix any credit, capacity, or collateral issues. That is really what makes us different. And then, so that was the credibility building. Now we're down to the loan packaging. I know a lot of entrepreneurs I talk to say, loan package, what's that? Or why do I need that? Well, it's crucial. That's the documentation that's all put together that's presented to the lender. It includes things like the business plan and financial projections, the support documents. That's what's needed. That's what's often missing, keeping small businesses from being able to get funding. So in summary, we can guarantee any small business, as long as it's a legal business and it's US based, a minimum of $100,000 to start or grow. We do that by optionally helping with financial literacy, building credibility, I should say, not credit, but credibility, and getting the loan package. So how is this possible again? Well, if we do have the financial literacy, in other words, we know what it is that the lenders are looking for, which we certainly know, we'd like you to know as well. If you have the credibility on paper and the loan package necessary for underwriting approval, if you have that, then you can meet the underwriting guidelines and you get funded. So it's not about, oh, I just really want some money, or worse yet, I just really need some money. It's about, are we credible enough on paper based upon some combination of the 3 C's? Don't have to have all the 3 C's. It depends upon the lender, and having a loan package that assembles everything that tells the story. So the lender knows what the business does, how much capital they need, what they're going to use it for, and that they have the planned projected revenue to be able to pay it back. With that being said, we'd love to assist you in this. You can visit our website, businessparalegal.com. Our email, if you prefer to email us, is support@businessparalegalcorp.com. Notice it's a different server. You can text us and let us know you have a question or you need a call back, and that's 903-920-0777. Or our phones are answered live Monday through Friday, office hours 903-200-8781. But we have a unique offer, credible, legal, ethical, very effective, to help small businesses get capital to start or grow. We won't waste your time. We'll guarantee a minimum of $100,000, and this pictorial gives you hopefully a better understanding of how it works. So please reach out to us. Let us know you're interested. We can answer any individual questions you have, and we can get started. Typically within 7 days, we can be submitting the application for funding. We only need about a week lead time. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you soon.